Good evening, everybody. I'm Suffolk Ram.
Gracias.
Welcome to episode 291 of the Ran Nerds podcast.
Oh no, 291. I'll have to remember that.
Yeah. We're approaching 300, our 300th birthday.
Do we have a plan for 300?
We did have a plan, but I can't remember what the plan was.
Yeah, I don't remember what the plan was. It's probably something extravagant, like, you know.
I don't know. Cake? What?
Sounds great.
Did I just say dress up as Ace Ventura?
I have no idea because I'm wearing noise-cancelling headphones.
So basically, I've got to hear for you and translate your message across to you.
Yes, you do. You're now effectively my secretary, Ram.
Okay. So, Inky said you should give me all your money.
Oh, there you go. Sure, if you want it, you can have all my debts, mate.
Yeah. No, your money, not your debts.
Well, I was just saying I haven't got any of that.
That's fine. Just sell another kidney. You've already sold one. You don't need the other.
I was going to say, I don't think I'm like stuck here on this machine, man. I can't go anywhere.
I joke now every time I go fill up the car I have to sell a kidney.
Yeah, mate, I was going to say, it's not cheap to drive these days, is it?
It's not, and I'm going to Birmingham next week. So that's going to be fun. Yeah.
What would you do that for?
It's a pig and poultry fair. I'm going to see the latest in pig technology.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
no,
they've got jetpacks now.
Well, yeah, cool.
Look, people said that when pigs fly, so someone's made it, so pigs now have jetpacks, they can fly around.
I don't know why I said this vision of a pig and a trebuchet, but you know,
that's not a jetpack,
close
is
enough.
it? It's a little bit different. It's not really, no.
The pig is still flying.
Yes, but the methodology is different. You know, trebuchet.
It has very little control either.
Yeah, it's a slight difference. You know, it's like saying, well, trebuchet is basically a plane, isn't it? It's not really, is it? Unless you have a really big trebuchet and a really big net.
Yeah. I'm sure at one point in time that was considered, you know, peak transport. How do I get over there really quick? Just pop in here, mate.
There was a place, I can't remember where it was, but they basically had a trebuchet. You could pay and they'd fling you into a net. And that was and it was somewhere in the UK, but I had to shut down after like 2 or 3 people died. Or like broken bones because they missed the net.
Health and safety gone mad.
My answer is get a bigger net.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, you fling a few people who go, well, the net's getting a bit close to the edge of the net, we'd best get a slightly bigger net. And then just if you've got a big enough net, people will always hit it. That's a motto in life.
That's what you need.
If you have a big enough
folks.
If you have a big enough net, people will always hit it.
No, they were going by
phrase.
The trebuchet company going, nah, mate, we're just going to try again. It's like, mate, you've pancaked like 15 people so far. Keep going.
Yeah. But they were exciting times. I've always wanted to build a trebuchet. I don't know why.
I mean, why not?
My mother had an idea of building for the church does events and stuff, and they used to have a.
Your mum wanted you to build a trebuchet.
For
the church.
Yes, the church. So we used to at the church. They used to go up the tower, and they used to for charity. They used to paraglide like teddy bears down the edge off the church tower. They'd put little parachutes on, sort of parachute them down. But then the church tower got said, right, this really isn't. They looked and said, this isn't really very safe. You probably really shouldn't go up there. They used to rappel down the church tower. Mum's rappelled on the church tower before. So Mother had this idea of, instead of parachuting them, catapulting them instead. And I then suggested we build a trebuchet. So I thought that'd be quite good. We could launch teddy bears halfway across Lowestoft.
I mean, yeah, I could. I don't know why, but I have this vision now of you guys starting a war with London Road Baptist. It's seeing who can catapult the most teddies within the vicinity of the front door.
They've got more technology than us. You know, they had rooms. They had multiple rooms with TVs in them. Painful Churches have got that. That's got a TV that they roll. It's like a school day, so they roll out a television. They've got projectors that are not even widescreen. They're just for free.
But you've got big wooden doors, stained glass windows, granite.
But they've got an underground bunkers. They've got a big basement.
Oh no, that is true.
So they could survive a tactical teddy bear strike.
That is true, mate. I don't know.
We'd have to fling one massive teddy bear in any chance of taking that place out.
Well, and let's be fair, Ram. I mean, if they've got the bunker, you guys are on the cliff, so eventually you guys, all they have to do is kind of wait, and you guys will just go off the edge of the cliff.
That's a long-term strategy, though, isn't it?
Hey, mate, people start wars and they go on for generations. You know,
it's gonna be great
grandfather pissed in the lake.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite a few generations for that to happen.
Yeah. But look, what you're telling me that you guys can't handle prolonged fun?
Well,
tradition, mate. This is where it starts.
Exactly. It's just the great teddy bear battle. Two sides enter, both sides leave after causing no damage to each other.
Yep. Or getting a cease and desist from the local council for littering.
Trebuchets. I think yeah, we have catapults, trebuchets, some cannons. Do you think I could build a teddy bear?
You can even have it so some of the fucking hell. You can have it so some of the local grannies wo've run out of teddy bears, and so they're there crocheting your teddy bears to catapult.
They're too busy knitting shredded reach, so we wouldn't have ever got a chance to do that.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I think though, yeah. Teddy bear gore. Yeah. We'll have an ICBM, the Intercontinental Close Bear Missile, and it launches up, and then as it gets out, it opens up and it launches like several hundred little mini teddy bears over drops them over a large area.
That sounded like a Bond villain style plan right now.
That'd be the most like. It's the worst Bond villain ever because he's just got such small scale ambitions. No, Mr. Bond, you shall learn my secret plan. I'm going to launch some teddy bears at another church.
But they're cool.
They are cool,
and fun.
But it's not going to end with a dramatic ending, is it? Let's be honest. The ending to that is not going to be particularly dramatic, where Bond has to stop the launch of the teddy bears.
How many Bond films have been overly dramatic? Let's be honest.
So you think
how many of them you think
for the next Bond, whoever the next Bond is, they sort of should scale it back a little bit, make it a little bit more local.
Yeah.
He plans to take over a terrace house.
Yeah.
Mr. Bond, if his plans work, then the local park will be uninhabitable for 2 or 3 weeks.
What a pain in the ass.
Exactly.
James Bond ain't going to deal with that. What if he needs to walk his dog?
Yeah, James Bond now works for a local council.
I mean, scale him up a bit. That's kind of what he does.
James Bond works for local council in planning enforcement. Now we've heard that you're planning to build a underground secret bunker in a volcano. Unfortunately, you haven't filled the requisite planning documentation out yet. We need to get surveys done, archaeological surveys done. We need to get some subsidence surveys done. Have you done an ecological assessment of this? It turns out Blofeld was defeated by paperwork.
I mean, yeah. Don't fuck with the local council.
Oh no!
License to kill, mate.
it's local council's like the equivalent of the taxman getting all the gangsters, wasn't it? Police couldn't get him, but the taxman did.
Fucking taxman! Never fight the taxman. You can't beat the taxman. But there's this physical thing that people call the taxman, but that's just a representation of the taxman.
Well,
that's like.
As we know from Repo, Taxman speaks only in emojis.
Fucking, oh my god, that game. Oh my god, that game.
Do you say there's a new
King of the Losers?
Yeah. Do you say there's a new Deep Rock Galactic coming out?
So I'd seen a bunch of updates. I didn't know there was a new one coming.
Yeah, it's one in it's themed in the same area, but it's in now in early access. It's it's like I think it's sort of general same. I think it's very similar premise of the first one, but it's meant to be more like horror based, where you're sort of cleansing, reclaiming areas and stuff.
Okay.
I thought, that'll be.
Is that going to be something? Are we gonna give that a go?
I think we'll have to at some point.
No, because Zaber didn't play that one with us, did he?
Yes, he did.
Was it Bard that played Deep Rock with us?
Bard did play Deep Rock Galactic. No, Bard's never played a game on Games Like with us. It's always been me.
Oh, there you go.
Saber definitely played it. Yeah, he had the guy who because you were the guy who did all the drilling.
Oh no, you're right, because we started games night. Me and Zabe were live streaming regularly, weren't we? Yeah. So I did all the digging. Then there was the other guy and the other guy. Yeah, and we drank lots.
I love that. I love the way you just completely just like I did all the digging stuff, and there's a couple other guys there with me as well. I don't know who they were. I can't remember their names.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Yeah.
I was digging. I was having a good time.
Zabe could like put platforms and stuff. Was he the one who could put platforms? And
No.
yeah. And
This is why, because Bad was banging on that we all needed to play Deep Rock Galactic, and then he put a bajillion hours into it.
Yeah.
Because, Bad.
Yeah. We had lives.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We played other games.
We did. I still got other
like
games.
Green Hell.
Like Green Hell, yeah, and getting lost. And getting
Yeah.
things, yeah. Yeah, I thought
Finding
I saw
that stupid plant.
I saw that and I thought, yeah, we're gonna have to play that game. We are gonna have to play that game.
Well, we did all at one point say we were going to play Dark Tide as well, didn't we? But that never happened.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Dark Tide. Yeah, that's gonna be one to go back on the
How
list.
did you forget about it? You were fucking drooling over that.
Yeah,
for
because
months.
at the time we didn't have a PC that could run it, and then I got a PC that could run it, and I forgot about it.
You did have a PC that could run it.
Well, not well.
Yeah, it could. I wasn't that much of a fucking hog.
Well, anyway, but yeah, Dark Tide go back on the list. Well caught. Well done. Brilliant.
Okay.
That's back on the list.
All right.
Deep Rock Galactic.
Game on.
Yeah. As soon as we get up, we've got to get up my Butts Valley, and then we'll decide what we do from there.
Yeah.
So first episode went up this week. If anyone's wants to watch, the first episode's gone up. You can watch that.
Does it include the glitch?
It includes the class right at the start. Yeah, the glitch. That's the very like you said, it's the first like 10 minutes. I've got it from your point of view. It all goes haywire, and you get to see my driving, where my driving where it goes mad. I didn't realise.
No, dude, I want to see that.
Well, it's up. You can watch it. It's there.
I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, you better watch it. Yeah.
One view.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so Skaz was live before we stopped playing games. So
No games.
No games. Poor Saz.
Well, I've realised something, Ram.
What?
I have realised something. It's not that I don't like gaming as much these days. It's that I can't stand like the community around it anymore.
Yeah.
Like
just
if you go
avoid them.
online and anything happens, like oh new games come out, oh that game's shit, oh that game's fucking great, oh that game's. It's like well that TV show. I was like guys, will you just fuck off and let me enjoy my thing?
Oh yeah, absolutely, totally agree with you on that. The gaming community is one of the worst communities in the world.
But I've noticed it's just got worse, and it probably doesn't help that everything's algorithmically fed to you as well. So if you say watch a trailer or whatever, now that's all you get, and it's like I don't want to. Just go away. Let me enjoy my thing.
That's because social media is designed to create echo chambers, and if you say and you get stuck in these little following what. People get locked onto like a YouTube they like, or whatever that YouTuber says. That's what becomes their thought and opinion. You know, if some well-followed user says, "I think X, Y, Z is crap," everybody watching goes, "Well, it's crap." Even if they've never played the game, never seen it, don't any look into it at all. They'll just assume it's crap, and they'll then repeat that out to everybody else. It's crap, and that's why.
They'll even repeat the stuff that's not. They'll even repeat stuff that isn't even true.
Yeah, exactly. They'll just repeat it out like, oh yeah, I heard this YZ and that YZ, and it's like it's not true. It's not actually what happened. And if you actually try it out for yourself, you'll find it's different. You're welcome to have. If you've played something, dislike it, you're welcome to have your opinion of it. That's fine. You can say I don't like X, Y, Z. I don't enjoy Z, but just don't go repeat what everybody else says. Or like if you say, I mean, some things get notorious reputations around it. That's fair. But don't just sort of regurgitate what your preferred YouTuber has spat out and stated online somewhere. Don't just regurgitate it outwards.
I have to deal with that regular as clockwork. Could I say, if you have watched a video essay of something or you've watched a live stream of something, you haven't played it. You still don't know what the game is like. Even if you know what all of the lore is and all that, you still don't know what the game is like. How a game plays, how it feels, how the mechanics actually function is very different than hearing someone else talk shit about it.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah.
So I've had to try and get off the internet a fair bit of late.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I go on the internet. I spend a lot of time sort of on Reddit stuff, but I've left sort of communities because they've just got absolutely horrific. Like the Breaking Bad community on Reddit's horrendous. Just don't go near it.
But the trouble is, it's every community though. So, guys, even like I started to get sick of it. So recently, Nintendo announced they're doing a new Star Fox, a new reboot of Star Fox, and there are so many people shitting on it. And I was like, what's wrong with it? Like, there's a whole generation of kids that have never played Star Fox.
Yeah.
Like, Nintendo have had a whole generation of consoles since, Wii U was the last Star Fox game?
Past, don't we know
Wii
Nintendo
U,
stuff.
Switch, we're now on Switch 2. Now it's time for a new Star Fox game. Right? Just give us a fucking, let the kids have the game that they haven't played before. Yes, it's a reboot of something that you played 200 years ago. Who gives a shit? Shut the fuck up. Yeah. Right? Let them enjoy something for a change before you shit all over it and kind of taint their opinion. Or what was the other one? There was another one recently. Oh, fucking Steam stuff. Can we all get out of the cult of Gaben, please? Can we fucking stop? Fucking talking about the Steam controller and the Steam frame and the Steam machine like they're the second fucking coming. I'm also getting sick and tired of fucking peasant tourists, and I hate saying that because it makes me feel like a fucking gatekeeper. You're like, oh, there, mate, this is the Lord and Savior of everything. You need to do this, leave that. You've got no fucking idea. Sorry.
That's right.
Yeah. just a little... yeah, fucking the Steam controller and fucking Lucas could be a piece of shit. And then they all go out and buy 1 million of them just to sell them on eBay.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
They said the same for the first Steam controller, that it looked like it was going to be awful. Then it turned out actually it was quite decent.
I fucking love that pad. The only thing that was wrong with the original Steam pad was that it only had one stick. That's it. That was the only thing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Everything else about that pad was great.
I never quite got on. I personally never quite got quite comfortable with the touchpads. Personally,
yeah.
I always felt a bit odd to me, but I never really used that much, to be fair. Anyway, so
yeah.
But I had a Steam controller on a Steam. I bought a Steam controller to have a Steam Link because I was using it at the time. That was all the easiest way to sort of link your stuff over systems. So and the Steam Link worked actually quite well, to be fair. So
yeah, considering its age, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what.
I mean, the fact that now you've effectively got Steam Link on your phones, tablets, TVs have got it built in. You know, instead of having a dedicated piece of hardware for it, you can put it on basically anything, and you're good to go.
Yeah,
it's nice to see all of the different ways that Valve have built on prior failures, where most companies have just kind of give up on the whole thing.
Yeah,
Valve has gone, well, in-home streaming, we could still do that. We don't have to have a piece of hardware for it. Let's just turn it into software.
Yeah.
You know, let's just release the software for it. Steam machine fails. We're not ready. We haven't quite got the tech in place yet. Steam controller, not quite ready yet. Steam machines, completely fucking flop. Years later, they build up on it. But again, it's this whole kind of cultist, let's shit on everything, toxic gaming community fluff. You weren't there. You don't know what half of this stuff was even like. Half of you weren't even fucking born.
Yeah. Yeah. Just play the games you like the look of. Enjoy, and if you enjoy them, you enjoy them. If you don't, don't. And don't be afraid of the fact that you may play something that you think is really good, and everybody else hates.
Yeah,
you may have a game that if your favourite game is E.T. on the Atari. Go, you know what? That's your favourite game. Fair enough. It's a terrible game. Doesn't matter. But it's your favourite game. That's all that matters.
I mean, you're wrong.
You're wrong. You're objectively incorrect. But if you enjoyed it, then it's fine. If you've got sort of rosy memories of it, well, no one has that because they're hardly sold anywhere. But if you've enjoyed it, then good for you. Go on it. You know, a lot of my favourite games are incredibly poorly rated. No, they generally get poor ratings, but because they're sort of a bit niche and a bit weird and a bit strange, I enjoy them still, and that's fine. You don't.
At the end of the day, shouldn't that just be the thing?
Yeah, play what you want to play. Once you discover a type of genre you like, once you sort of try things and get into a genre you like, then by all means play that sort of game and don't be afraid of people shit on it. Don't feel wrong. You're not wrong for enjoying something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, someone over there must like big rigs over the road racing. You know, again, you're definitely wrong on that one, but you're not wrong for enjoying it. You know, just do your own thing. Enjoy it. Same with like television, same with books. You know, find what niche you enjoy, and just don't give a shit about what other people think about it.
Don't even ideally, don't engage with the community until after you're in it. Because there's always going to be some toxic asshole gatekeeping wank stain that's going to say, well, you haven't read this, or you haven't watched that, or you know, you're not really a fan because you've not done this bit. Horse shit.
You've not run the 20 tie novels that go with the series. You've not read any of those.
Yeah,
so
you've not read that one article that was in that obscure magazine from fucking
that you can't get anymore. That you can't
get
exactly. It doesn't exist anywhere, or it's in the private collection of like the #1 fan in the universe, and he doesn't let anyone else see it. You know, but you're not
a real fan.
You're not a real fan. It's like, just let people enjoy things. Life's too short to shit on everybody.
Unfortunately, like, they can't. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm very open about things I don't like. But even if I don't like it, I'll say, look, hey yo, if you like, I don't like this for this, and this reason. But if you have if you have a bit of a fancy for maybe this kind of thing or that kind of thing, give it a go.
Yeah.
Like, it plays well. Like, again, I always shit on Stellar Blade on this podcast, right? It was okay. You know, I didn't like the story. I didn't really like the mechanics. But you know, there are tons of people out there who are going to gravitate to that kind of thing. If you want a meter-based Dark Souls style game, terrible idea, but go for it.
I suspect I do think part of it is an age thing. I think when you're younger, the world's very black and white. And you tend to have, and in general, and as when I was a young person, I was very much like black or white. This is that. Yeah, this is right. This is that. And
if it ain't, this is shit.
Yeah, and as you get older, you realise there's lots of shades of grey in between.
Yeah,
and I think particularly on like a lot of social sites is that you're generally dealing with a lot of younger people. And I know this sounds like an old man shouting like, "Oh, you youngsters, you don't know how things are," but all the people who said to me when I was young were fucking right. All the people all the people who I used to sort of like, yeah, right, Gramps, they're fucking right. They weren't wrong. And now
you don't like. Well, of course they're right in a sense because of experience.
Exactly,
they've experienced it. They know what you're going through, and you know they recognise the patterns, kind of thing.
Yeah, and as you get older, you get a little bit to drive, but you also see these sort of shades of grey in between, and you realise, and obviously there comes a point where you stop caring what other people think of your opinions.
Yeah, maybe. I would probably also argue though that the reason that we have so much of there's a lot of people being paid to say what they say. Right?
Yeah.
Like when we were kids, don't get me wrong, there were like assholes in the industries like way back in the day. You'd read stuff from certain critics or whatever, and they were just brutal for no reason at all.
Yeah.
They're all right. There will always be assholes, but the trouble is everyone online and their dog. Again, like for example, the Steam machine and the Steam controller, right? The day that thing went on sale, my YouTube feed was completely chock with people complaining how shitty the experience was getting that control pad. I was like, guys, no one cares. Like, we don't need fucking 500,000 people telling us about their checkout experience.
Yeah.
Right? Like, everyone has to have an opinion. Everyone has to, you know, bomb the internet for it. And a whole bunch of people will only do it because they are getting paid, because they want clicks, and because, you know, maybe negativity sells. They're
Yeah.
like, well, I'm gonna fucking go on there and shit all over it just because, and I might get a few thousand views and some subscribers. Fuck off. Just fuck off.
Yeah.
If half of you weren't getting paid, you wouldn't be doing it. And if the opportunity to get paid wasn't there, you definitely wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah. I mean, when I saw like read more reviews and stuff, I basically had there's a couple of reviews who I noticed that what they would think of a game which I played, they sort of aligned with my views on it. And I found these couple of views. I thought, well, and I found then as their views were aligned with my views on X, Y, Z, on a game or genre and so forth, I then tended to lean. Well, if they say something's good, I'll probably play and I'll probably enjoy it because they clearly have a similar taste to me. And because that's what all reviews are, they have a taste and they're only opinions. But as you say, it's. I mean, I appreciate the irony of us saying this when we're literally broadcasting, well, I say to the world, but 3 people, about our opinions on things. But our opinion matters no more than anyone else's, apart from we don't get paid for ours, which is a shame. But we could be, but we don't. Mainly because we don't have an audience. But you never know. One day, maybe.
Well, I think it's because we're not willing to jump up and down and shout and scream about absolute bollocks.
No,
at the end of the day.
Yeah, our content isn't YouTube generating friendly. You know, I don't put I hate putting clickbait titles and everything. I don't do that.
I can't stand it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing though. It's just modern media. It's just make people angry, make people click even though your thing's got nothing to do with the thing that you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's just, guys, stop. It's
not
not that big of a deal.
I read somewhere that apparently the most easiest way to get engaged, you know, the most statistically proven through like apparently, I say air quotes. This is what I read somewhere, and I'm not sure how true it is, but it would explain a lot. But apparently, if your thumbnail includes a picture of you looking either shocked, surprised, or a little bit angry or something, you get more clicks.
Yeah,
and that's why you see so many YouTubers where they're like their picture is like their face in like a half open mouth expression, like someone took the picture too soon.
Yeah, or they're sat there with the whole. Do you remember the thing that the Weasel used to do back in the day with the whole like chin looking kind of smug?
Oh yeah.
And it's like, stop fucking doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you now. I really don't. I don't tend to watch that many YouTubers anymore. As soon as someone now tries to sell me something, gone. If they have an ad read, gone.
That's YouTube gone then for you.
Well, no, but it is because I hate the platform.
Yeah.
I don't look for other people's opinions on games and shit anymore because even if there's someone that generally aligns with my opinions and with my feelings, they could still be talking shit.
Yeah.
Just take a punt on it. Most games, and I hate to say it, because everyone's like, no, it's not cheap. Games are fucking cheap, dude.
Yes, they are.
Even a £60 fucking game is cheap, considering the amount of time and effort it takes to make these cunting things. If you can pay for your coffee, your Mickeys, your Netflix, and your Spotify subscription, you can afford a fucking game.
There was somebody posted, again, on Reddit to say, Rockstar CEO has not come out and confirmed or denied that the next GTA won't be $100. I thought, if it's fucking $100, it's still fucking cheap. Do you know how much money they're spending?
Yeah.
How much money they're spending in building that game? $100 fucking is cheap. That's what, 80 quid? That's fucking cheap.
Well, so there were some games when we were kids that were gone, in the 60 to £80 mark. Not many of them, but there were still games in that price range all the way back in the 90s.
I mean, well, it was a big thing when Deus Ex came out. That was 50 quid on a PC, and that was that generated quite a bit of contra time because it was so expensive for
That's
game.
like what was that, like 2000?
1999, I think.
Oh, was it 99?
No, it was 1999, 2000. It's definitely sort of turned the millennium era. But
sure, yeah.
I think let me see if I think it's definitely.
Yeah, check because I was thinking early, like 2000. No, because it would have been on PS2. So it had to have been after like 2001.
Yeah, but it was to quite some time later. It wasn't released immediately.
All right.
Deus Ex
or am I thinking Half-Life's release date?
You maybe Half-Life 2 was definitely early 2000s. Deus Ex was released in 2000 for Microsoft Windows and the PlayStation 2 in 2002. So
there you go.
So it's yeah. That was like £50. So £50 back then is probably about 100 quid now, I would say, or 80 to 100 quid, I reckon. So people do all quid for time, but games are fucking cheap, and there's still plenty of great fucking cheap games out there. I mean, we were discussing
Yeah.
RV there yet last week. That's £6. You know.
Yeah, mate, bargain.
Yeah. So people just seem to forgot. I feel like, well, is that cost much when I was young? The games go up. Well, yeah, but they haven't gone up with inflation like they should have done, and they're not exactly.
No, of course they haven't. No,
and it's not like they're getting cheaper to produce every time. And then you start complaining about, oh, the more developers are switching to using AI generic stuff. Yes, because you don't want to pay the more expensive price to support the development. So they've got to cut corners. And yes, it looks shit, and yes, it's great, but this is a bit of a mod you've made for yourself. Expect the games cost more, and then you say you shouldn't be using AI to generate stuff.
I'd say the problem is here that people forget that gaming's a luxury.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right? Like we treat gaming like we deserve it. It's a right, and it isn't. Right? You don't have to have fucking 50 new games every couple of months. You don't have to buy new games every week.
Oh God, no.
The games are too expensive. Of course, fucking you don't have to buy them all. Fuck, dude. When we were kids, there was the whole shoebox, right?
Yeah.
You'd have like a games console or a computer, and you'd effectively have like a shoebox. You'd have maybe 5, 10, 20 games in it. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Fucking, if I look at my Steam library and I go, hey, little you, little me, hey, Ram, when you get older, you're going to have over 1,000 games. You tell me to fuck off. You'd say that's mental. Like, no fucking way. No one could afford that. It's like, well, that's going to happen, dude.
Yeah. I remember, I mean, when I was really young, and obviously before I had, I was earning my own money, a game was like birthday and Christmas.
Yeah.
That was it. Because you might get, and that's why people spent lots of hours playing lots of games, because that's all they had.
Yeah.
And that's why also games tend to, particularly if you couldn't save them, you spent lots and lots and got good at them because that's all you had. And then once I started earning money, I'd maybe buy. I'd probably buy a game when I had a PS2. We probably buy 4 or 5 games a year, if that. Maybe more if I got. Yeah. Maybe occasionally I'd go pick up some pre-owned stuff and get a little haul for sort of 4 or 5 games, like £20. Pre-owned stuff. That's how you got them. That's how you got the sort of cheap stuff. But looking forward to, I'm going to get X, Y, Z when it comes out on release day. That was quite a thing. Getting a game on release day was quite an event. Particularly because it was before digital distribution and deliveries were reliable. So you go down to your local game or whatever, and you'd be there. It's like, oh, it's release day. I want to pick the game up. And you just pre-order them from a gaming shop. Back in the day,
I remember having to queue up
sometimes
for games. Sitting there, oh yeah, I remember our first kind of midnight launches, and you'd be stood there, fucking freezing fucking cold, in some cases, depending on where you were, could be 100 people on the street.
Yeah.
Right, depending on the game, or in some cases, midnight launch, no one's there. You just walk in, pick up.
Yeah.
Right?
We did that. We did that with the PlayStation 2. We rushed. We pre-ordered it, but we got down there into Norwich they were opening at 6 a.m. for PS2 in Norwich, and we got there for 6 a.m. to pick it up because we thought we'd seen the news stories and that there'd be people were queuing ages and stuff, but we forgot that's in London or in Los Angeles, not in Norwich. So we got there.
People in Norwich were like, fucking hell, man, not getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
And there was nobody there. The game shop staff were bored to fucking tears.
Yep.
And we were in and out in about 5-10 minutes. So
it's interesting to think how the industry has actually changed, isn't it? Because I remember talking to people about Halo and Call of Duty, and there was a time where no one gave a shit about those games.
Yeah.
Right? Legit. If you went to your local game shop, they'd be everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? And then all of a sudden these things became cultural phenomena, and when it kind of started to bleed into people who had never played games before picking this stuff up, and then it just then you start to see hundreds, thousands of people fucking queuing up, everyone getting the console on fucking day one. I guarantee you, most people who buy their systems and their games day one are they're doing it so they can put it on YouTube. So they can put it on YouTube, so they can put it on TikTok, so they can put it on Twitch. That's where most of this is coming from.
Yeah.
This is all YouTube's fault. This is all Twitch's fault. This is social media.
the last game that I had to, like, before I discovered digital distribution, the last game I had to queue up for, like, to physically go to a shop and queue up for, and this is going to be at least 20 years ago now. GTA Vice City.
Oh wow.
So that'd be that would be early 2000s, very early 2000s. I bought GTA Vice City. I want to say it was 2002. I want to say it came out. I better look this one up as well.
Top of my suite. I think the last I couldn't say this is the last for sure, but one of the last ones I remember was Halo 3.
Yeah.
One of the last ones I distinctly remember. I ride my motorcycle down Lowestoft High Street. Midnight launch Halo 3.
October 2002, GTA Vice City came out, and I remember I pre-ordered it at Game. We had a game shop in Norwich and town, and I remember queuing up to pick up that game because I pre-ordered it, and then getting home and then playing it non-stop for basically the entire weekend.
It's kind of neat, really, when I think about it, because like we never used to go online to look for like video game reviews or playthroughs or anything like that. We didn't do that. You didn't often just like look online or in magazines for new games to come out. I mean, people did, but 9 times out of 10, you would just walk into your local game shop and something would catch your eye, and that was it.
Yeah.
Right now, you can't get away from it. Like there is no wonder anymore.
No, it's all it's all there's previews, there's lots of trailers, everything about it, and it's all you basically know what the game is before you even play it, and it comes out. I mean, I tend to proof stick. I just all look at it, look on, see, oh, that looks interesting. I'll pick that up. I pick up a lot of stuff through discounts. I very rarely pay full fat price for a launch game. I can't remember the last time I bought a launch game full fat on day one. I'm trying to remember which one it was. That'd be a long time ago. Cause it's probably Cyberpunk, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I bought that launch, and I bought East 10 Proud Nordics was I think the last full price game. I know I'll probably buy a couple more on Nintendo Switch because fucking Nintendo and their sales just ain't happening. But you pay for what it's not that big of a deal. It's everywhere, man. Like, sometimes I just miss that wonder. Like, I walk into a shop, that looks kind of cool, and again, it just turns into one of those really random games that maybe not a lot of people have heard of. You've just found it on a shelf, you picked it up, you look at it, and you go, "Fuck, this looks really cool." You go home and you fall in love with it. You don't have that magic very often anymore.
Oh, you go home and you realise they're very good at their box art and convincing me this was a good game.
Yeah, they've conned the shit out of me.
Yeah, they're very good at convincing me this game looked good.
This game sucks dick.
Well,
that store clerk was a cunt.
it's because we live in an information age where information is just at our fingertips. If you want to find something, they were saying like how smartphones and like easy access to the internet has killed like post dinner table conversation. People back in the day, if you could have a debate with somebody around like your dinner dining table and discuss something, and you could argue over something and debate it because you didn't have access to the answer. You could just Google it. Now, someone you argue something, someone just gets the phone and just Googles it and goes, "Oh, there's the answer."
That fucked me off too, though. I can't stand when people are watching TV and they pull out their phone. If we're at a restaurant and someone pulls out their fucking phone.
Restaurant's terrible.
Like,
TV or film, I will allow it. However, you forgo the right to say to me what's happening.
Yeah.
So if you're watching a film and you decide to get your phone out and start trying to film, and then a little bit later on you look up and you go, "I don't know what's going on, what's happening," I will either just make it up and lie to your face, or just say you should have been watching the film.
I think last time that happened to me, Ram, and this is going to sound really stupid because that ruined it for everyone. I just got up and turned it off, and just walked away. I was like, look, if we got together, we spent all this time trying to organise like a time when we could all get together to watch this thing or to do this thing. And if you guys aren't invested, then I'm just going to fuck off and go do something else.
Yeah,
because I don't have to be sat here doing this. I could go and do something more.
Yeah,
you know.
To me, I'm watching a film because I want to watch the film, and if other people happen to be there, and then what they want to do is up to them. So, but say if they ever want to say to me, "Oh, what was that? Can someone explain?" I'm not going to. Sorry, you chose. You chose. The answer was there. You chose not to engage with it. You know, you chose to ignore it. You've forgoed your rights to then ask questions afterwards.
I hate technology.
Technology, like all technology, is a double-edged sword.
Yeah. I just wish people weren't. Because everyone wants number go big. Everyone wants to get paid. But I don't care what 2/3 of people have to say.
No.
And again, it's the algorithm that doesn't help either. It's like, yes, I watched a video on a Steam Deck. Right? Like, I don't need to watch 500 more videos about the Steam Deck or people's like speculation on when the next VR headset's coming out. I don't care.
I love the algorithm. The algorithm breaks in always two ways for me. One, I'll like need to do some work on the car, so I'll look at a video of how to do it. And then the algorithm assumes that I need to know how to rebuild the entire car from the ground up. And will just show me nothing but videos like that. Or, my personal one is when you buy something, all you then get is advertised the same thing again. So for after I bought my PC, something picked up that I bought this PC. And for months afterwards, I got advertised new PCs. It's like, I've just bought one. I'm not buying another. Why are you advertising this to me? At least, if you're going to do it, advertise peripherals. Like, try and sell me a mouse or a keyboard, but not a PC. Hey, what is your end goal here? Me to buy another machine? But I'm not going to. Don't be stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But, there we go.
Anyway,
I can talk briefly about a game I've played for a few hours, but I'll be able to give a more detailed one play on.
Surprise me.
I have been playing Atomic Heart.
Oh, fucking hell, that's an old one. Well,
it's kind of what now it is. Yeah, it was. I think it came out 4 or 5 years ago. It came out. I want to say it came out around.
Yeah, it was after Cyberpunk.
Yeah, definitely after Cyberpunk. I want to say it came out. Yeah, I want to say 2000. I want to say 2022 maybe that came out. It's an older now, but I decided to. I've had it. I've picked up from a Steam sale, I believe, some time ago. I've had 2023 it came out, so no, actually not that super long, only a couple of years ago. It's not. I know it's old in gaming terms, but it's not.
I mean, I remember looking at it.
Yeah, it's free. It came out February 2023, so just over 3 years ago. So not super old, but I picked it up. I picked it up in a Steam sale, I believe, and started playing through it. It's one of the sort I've been looking at right from the top. Well, that looks like it'll be interesting, but I very much thought it's going to be a game I'll pick up when it's a bit cheaper, and picked up, and yeah, it's all right so far. I'm probably about.
It's all right so far. It's a game about things.
I mean, the game. I have the feeling this is quite a in-depth. It's going to be one of the games that it's going to feel like it goes on for a long time in terms of like content, because there's like your first mission. Well, it's set in an alternative future, or alternative like timeline, not an alternative future, alternative timeline, where basically the Soviet Union, unlike real life Soviet Union, which completely fell into disarray and collapsed, this is a magical world, fantasy world. The Soviet Union did okay. They become like this sort of technological powerhouse. They're big advanced. They developed this thing called polymer, which is like, it's their sort of magic substance. Atomic Heart feels very much like they saw Bioshock, thought we're going to copy that, because you have this. Bioshock had Adam that could do anything.
Yeah.
This is Polymer is their version of it. It can do anything. It basically they can build things, make things better. They can inject it into people and give them special powers. It's that sort of.
Can I just start there? Be careful with your comparisons to Bioshock, because I kind of wanted to play Atomic Heart, but I can't stand Bioshock.
It is very Bioshocky. Then I'm going to be honest with you. The whole time I was playing of it this feels like, my exact thought was, this feels like a Russian version of Bioshock Infinite. Is what it feels like. It's set in a floating city, or floating cities, and you have access to powers by. You have like this glove, which is where like all your powers come from, and it's not like in Bioshock where they're like sort of biological part of use. They are more technological, but it is very much sort of in that. I can't help but not feel the comparison when I play it.
Okay.
I'll be brutally honest with you. If you don't like Bioshock, you may well not like this.
To be fair though, I had I had the same vibe, and I remember saying this back when Cyberpunk came out. I looked at it, and to me, it was like fucking just like Cyberpunk Fallout 3, and I fucking hate Fallout 3 as well. But it was like, you know, Cyberpunk futuristic fucking like Morrowind or whatever. And it's like generally speaking, those kinds of like first person RPGs really piss me off.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk just happened to kind of land right.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad it did.
Yeah.
I'm glad I actually gave it a go and not just went, oh, fucking first impressions, that's shite.
Pick up on a Steam sale, then, is probably my suggestion. Pick up
All
what's
right.
cheap. Yeah. But yeah, it's
from what I understand, it's holding its price, isn't it? They're still releasing DLCs and stuff for it.
Yeah, I think they've had a fairly recent DLC released, which I think is the last one. I've only got the base game. I've not got any of the DLCs. I just went for the base game. But yeah, it's saying this sort of alternative timeline for Russia, USSR, sorry, not Russia, USSR, where their technology sort of jumped ahead. Their big thing was robotics. They basically have developed sort of numerous robots in all various sort of stages of abilities. Like there's like early models that just look like sort of mannequins with sort of, they've got faces, but they've got no animation to them, so you can easily tell they're robots. And they have like more specialized ones for like mining, drilling, and so forth. And you're like at start, the game starts with you're like in one of the sort of like little subsource cities, and they announced this new technology which is going to basically allow direct human to robotic interfaces, so they can like you control them directly without having to like give them some instructions. You'll be like a mental link, and they're sort of pushing their sort of technology to sort of like basically allow you to communicate directly with robots. You're then sent to go to another sort of like island, which is one of their sort of science research islands, and whilst you're there, you suddenly get attacked by one of the robots, and they all start attacking you. And you find out that 2 days prior to you getting there, one of the people turned traitor and basically be programmed to robots to think everybody on this base was an enemy soldier. So all the robots just start attacking people. And you're now stuck in this place. Your first mission is to like capture the guy who sort of caused the problem. And that first bit actually takes quite some time, because you have to go into a facility, deep into this facility, to try and find it, and find him, track him down. That takes quite a few hours just to get to him. And it's one of those games that feels like, because at some point you actually get into the open world. I've not got to the open world bit yet. I'm still underground this building.
What?
I'm still underground this building.
We're talking like this is the Cyberpunk intro, like where you haven't done the heist, but if you haven't done the heist, you haven't got to the title yet.
Yeah, exactly. You're in this base. I've been in this base. I'm not even finished getting through the base. I'm on the last sort of leg of it now. I've probably been in that base. I mean, I have took my time over it, because I've sort of done, I've been exploring, looking at the lore and sort of looking everywhere and so forth. So I've took my time a bit around it, but I've probably been there like 4 or 5 hours. I thought I actually got past the first, at least like the first real bit. So
wow.
I can't wait to see what the rest of the game shows. Like I say, I've only sort of scratched the surfaces now. You've got all the main things, like you can upgrade your weapons, so you can craft weapons, and you upgrade them by scavenging components from around the environment. What I quite like about it is, to scavenge things, you don't worry them like sort of like searching like individual barrels and whatever. You literally walk up to them, you hold your hand out, and like sucks all the bits out of them. And as long as you keep held down, you can just sort of wave it over all the possible containers. It'll just suck them all straight into your hand. You don't have to open anything. Bit like Borderlands does it. Where you just like, if you're nearby, you'll just pick it up.
Oh yeah, if you're in the vicinity of you.
Yeah. You still have to use to do it, but it will then pick everything up. So you can do it. You've also got like this scanner attachment as well, which is quite nice, which when you activate it will highlight enemies, it will highlight anything you can interact with, and also highlight things you can search. So you can like look in a room and see if you've searched everywhere quite quickly, which makes life nice, so you don't sort of feel like you're missing anything. It also highlight enemies, which is also harmful, sort of sneaking past. Combat's fairly early on for me at the moment. You start off the game with melee weapons, and to be honest, I've used them most of the time, because I try and save my bigger, more powerful weapons for later on if I need them. Gamers, yeah. I can't expend that resource. I may need it later. Game ends. You have 10,000 health points.
Backpack loaded of it, yeah.
Yeah, you have 10,000 health potions. Why? You've never used one. But I might need it later. combat is melee combat is very straightforward. There'll be situations where the robots will like try and attack you. You'll see them like charging up, and you can like sort of dodge out the way. There's an actual dodge button. I find it's just as effective, just a step sideways. I won't lie, combat in this game, if you circle strafe most enemies, they can't figure it out. Most of if you
that seems to be a thing that a lot of games can't seem to get right now.
Yeah, they seem to assume you're going to, because they've got like some sort of fancy animation or whatever they're going to have to do. They seem to assume you're going to be in a certain direction, and it's like if you just circle strafe, you will avoid most of their attacks. If there's 2 or 3 of them, it's a bit more tricky. They will gang up on you. If there's multiple of them, that's a bit more trickier. But even then, you know, you can sort of lure them away. There is supposedly stealth in it. Stealth I've not found is particularly good. You're meant to be able to sneak up on enemies, but I find enemies can sort of spot you so easily. It seems to be only like in certain cases where like they're in position deliberately to be snuck up on that actually works. Again, I don't know if I get later more upgrades, because you can upgrade both you upgrade your weapons, you upgrade your powers in your glove, you can upgrade your character as time goes on. There's lots of things you can do in this game to sort of like make stuff better, and it feels very. I would say, whereas Bioshock was a bit more sort of trimmed down version of System Shock, this feels like it's got a bit more depth to it there, in that there are sort of upgrades you can do. You can have some you can modify weapons, and you can sort of switch the mods in and out, which is quite neat. You've got limited inventory. You can only carry your backpack's quite small. You can only carry so much, so you've got some degree of limited inventory. But so far, what I've played is pretty decent. The storyline is quite interesting. I'm not a great fan of the main character's voice acting. They've gone down the route of, let's make the main character that arsehole who insults all people in authority. You know, anyone else, it's just you know, the standard, bog standard gaming sort of, anyone in sort of like a shooter game has to have is that they are just a bit of an arsehole. And people think it makes them sound.
They've got an attitude problem.
Yeah, people make them think that they're cool and they don't play by the rules. It's like, yeah, they're just a bit of a twat. You know.
Yeah, they're the main character and they know it.
Yeah, my issue is my proposal whenever I play a game is, would I want to have a beer of the main character? And if I don't have a beer of them, I don't like them. So I don't have a beer of this guy. Right. No, not of playing main characters I'd like a beer. I mean, what's his face? V from Cyberpunk. I'd have a beer of him. I think it'd be quite a cool chat. You know,
maybe whiny bitch.
He can. Well, yeah, he was going to die though, so fair enough. But this guy is, he's just an arsehole, and he has his he's got the other character you have is there. His glove's got like an AI intelligent called Charles, who he, again, as is typical, he deliberately insults and sort of tricks up and so forth the whole sort of time through. But Charles is basically your voice in the sky explaining what's going on because you don't know anything, because you have to have a character explaining what's going on because you the player don't know anything, so you have to have something explained to you, and Charles is the one to do it for you. But yeah, so what I've played so far, so if I only just sort of scratch the surface, I'm enjoying it so far. So hopefully I'll give you more in-depth stuff once I sort of like go into the open world, see if it's sort of like it keeps as you get into the outside world, if that's sort of more, if that how it spreads out. I don't know if it's, I believe it goes to like a big sort of open world area, but I'm not too sure if it does, because I don't really know a great deal about it. I know sort of like what a few bits I've seen online, so I'll be interested
to see. It's best to not know.
Exactly. I'm going to find out what happens when I get outside the facility, and if it sort of opens up. I have the feeling it does, because a lot of when you're going through the facility you're already in, you sort of like unlock routes that like make it easy to get back to places.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling there may be a little bit of like backtracking.
I'd love it when you like, oh yeah, man, fucking it's going to open up in a minute, and then the credits roll.
Yeah. The thing is, though, I can actually believe for a lot of games this bit I'm doing would be just a game. So yeah. I could believe it. There is one character who I do not like. And there's these like vending machines that you use to upgrade your weapons, and most of them sort of normally there's one version called Nora, who's this, I hate the character, and she basically is meant to be like this sort of like robot AI that's like in a hypersexual, like she's come now sugar, insert your polymer into me.
I hate that kind of character
it's
too.
So cringy, so
like if I was 12 but I'm not 12 anymore.
Yeah, I was playing this and I was at home. It was a lovely, it was a warmish day. I had the back door open and my neighbours are having a party. And I've got this character speaking to me. I had to go up and close the door. It's like, I can't. This just sounds so fucking awful. Oh, Sugar, do this. Oh, I love it when you do this. Oh, you never stay around, Sugar. Oh, God, it's horrible. It's so cringy. It's horrible. So, oh, and she's like the one who gives you your made up grades. It's like, oh, I just hope I don't have to deal with her too often.
Do you know what's really bad? Like that character's enough to make me go, I don't want to play that. And I'm the dude that'll happily sit here and play a fucking anime game in a room full of people.
I think it's meant to be funny, but it's just cringy. It's just so cringy. It doesn't really make it clear because not all the AI machines are her. It's like some of them have her personality, some don't. It's like, well, why is this work? Why do some have a personality and others don't? Yeah, it's just that I can't stand that character. That is awful.
Sounds awesome.
But overall, I actually enjoy the game. I've enjoyed it so far, and I'm looking forward to play it some further. And hopefully, I'll give you a more in-depth review of it when I speak to you next time.
Cool.
So look forward to that. Right. Is there anything else from yourself, Scabs, before we finish up?
Nah, son, I'm done.
Cool. Well, thank you both for watching us. So look forward to joining us on our next gaming podcast, which will be on the 21st of May 2026 at 18:30 GMT +1. You can check that here on youtube.com/randnerds or twitch.tv/randnerds. We've got our games coming up, which is going to be for the 24th, I think, because I'm going to quickly check my diary now. I should have done this at the start, but I didn't. It's okay, I'll edit this all out in the edit for the audio version, because they get a decent version, unlike the YouTubers who have to suffer through the whole thing. Yes, Games Day is the 24th. So come join us for Games Day on the 24th of May, where we'll be still trying to get out of my Butts Valley, and are we there yet? And possibly get into the second map. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
So very much for joining us this evening. For me, the Suffolk Ram.
Scazius.
We'll see you all in a fortnight.
Take it easy, guys.